Oh man, I'm back. Where y'all at? Oh man, 18th Street Gang, huh? Yeah, man. Go gadget. What's happening? Hit that like button, man. Let's get to this content. Yeah, man. Show love. Show love. Show that love. We in the building with it, baby. Like always, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's King Supreme. You already know. So we back at it with this Takashi 6ix9ine thing. And like I said before, man, I don't even know why we continue to acknowledge Takashi 6ix9ine. A lot of you bloggers, since you guys are gonna give him energy, I'm gonna give my opinion on it. Right? See, a lot of these guys know that they're gonna do a lot of numbers interviewing this guy, so they do it. Right? Even though it goes against the culture to interview somebody like this, they're gonna do it because of the numbers, they're gonna do it because of the money. They're gonna do it for the overall exposure. So in reality, they don't care nothing about the culture. I think I proved my point. Hit the like button. You already know what it is. Back in the game, baby. But then again, I ain't never left. Back in the game, baby. But then again, I ain't never left. You know, what's happening? What is happening? What is cracking? Straight laced game, no dirty macking. Hold on real quick, man. Let me add this to the thing, and I think we're gonna do some more things behind the scenes, but it's all gravy, baby. We gonna find our way. We gonna find it. Soon as we get to the 5 minute mark, man, we gonna start chopping up this game. And we gonna give y'all we gonna give you what you're looking for. Straight up. Now Takashi 6ix9ine is a Mexican cat from New York who joined the blood gang. He was never cut for the part. He should have never been a part of no blood gang in the first place, but then again, this is why they did it. They looked at the money, they saw dollar signs. So they felt like promoting him to the forefront would put money in everybody's pockets. But the whole situation backfired and Snitch Nine, Takashi 6ix9ine, snitched on everybody. He snitched on the whole organization. It's bad enough that he's cosplaying black people to make money off of the culture, but to make things worse, he snitched on the same guys that he used to run with. But whose fault is that? Is it his fault or is it black people's fault for validating him? Huh? Well, I'm gonna let y'all give me your thoughts. Give me your honest thoughts. Yeah. You got Takashi 6ix9ine, a Mexican who feels like he has the right to use the N-word. You got OT, what's his name? Mexican OT, whatever his name is from Texas. He feel like he got the right to use the N-word. And it's like, my God, come on, you guys. How many examples do we need to prove everything that I've been saying? Been saying this for a while. Growing up with black people don't give you that excuse, don't give you a pass to talk however you want to talk. We got to put a stop to this by laying the law and putting our foot down. It's all about elevation when you're dealing with the situation. Hey, just face it. Check game. Where you guys at with it? We ain't finna play no games. We finna set the record straight right here. Poetic Flakko did a video, and right now I'm gonna react to Poetic Flakko's video when he went into some details and said a lot of things. And then you got this white boy by the name of Aiden Ross who feels like he can say whatever he wants to say because he's cool with Whack 100, he's cool with Charleston White, and he's cool with it. A long list of other black people. See, what happens is this: when you validate these people in our culture, they feel like they have the right to say they feel like they have the right to say whatever they want because of the blacks who may validate them. And that's a major problem. See, you can't disrespect Jewish people and say, well, I'm cool with so-and-so, so I can say things that is anti-Semitic. That's not gonna fly, my guy. They're not gonna give you a pass for that, and neither should we.
6ix9ine Say Cheese interview, and it really reminded me why 6ix9ine had to go. Why 6ix9ine, his presence, his music had to go. A lot of people think that 6ix9ine fell off because of the snitching situation. He didn't, right? Like, I think 6ix9ine got more support after he snitched. I personally like 6ix9ine more and supported him more after he snitched. I think him snitching sends a positive message to our community, bro, right? That telling and holding people accountable is good, right? It's not a bad thing. This interview really put into perspective why 6ix9ine had to go.
Well, when you claiming blood gang, then it's not a good thing. Now, 6ix9ine was just a civilian, but when you claiming blood gang and you telling everybody to test your gangster, then you snitch, that's not a good thing. That's hypocrisy. He should never be respected in the rap industry ever again. You can't say blood gang this and test my gangster, but when everything hits the fan, you snitch. Nah, that ain't respectful. Now, if you a civilian who don't engage in criminal activity, then you snitching is not a big deal. But when you claiming blood gang, telling people to test your gangster, nah, homeboy, that ain't like snitching is should be out of the window at that point. Especially when you're using the culture for profit, when you're using a culture for financial gain, then you snitch on the same people once everything hits the fan. That is not honorable. That's a dishonorable discharge. There's nothing honorable about that. Now, if Poetik Flakko decided to tell, nobody will look at him sideways because Poetik Flakko ain't claiming blood gang. Poetik Flakko ain't running around saying "Sue Woo." Poetik Flakko ain't running around saying "on the dead homies." Poetik Flakko don't benefit from gang culture, besides from him critiquing and talking about the stupidity of it. But as far as him being involved in it directly, absolutely not. So nobody's going to look at Poetik Flakko sideways if he happened to snitch because he's never claimed to be a street guy. None of that. But when you claiming blood gang, dead homies, come test my gangster, nah, dog, that's a whole nother story.
His lack of respect for black culture or hip hop in general is infuriating.
When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll sit here and be like, yo, Sean, you know what? All right, bro, you got me. Like, I'm wrong. I'm not gonna say and beat around the bush. I talk facts, bro. Why you think they treated me so different? Why? Because I'm loud. It's because I'm Spanish, bro.
This has to be a mental illness of some sort. This lack of accountability and perpetual victimhood.
Let's set the record straight. You're not Spanish. You speak Spanish. Go to Spain and call yourself Spanish and see if those Spanish people embrace you. You're not Spanish. You speak Spanish. Your claim to fame comes from cosplaying FBA culture. Your claim to fame doesn't come from Spanish culture. It comes from FBA culture. And to take it a step further, if you took your weak ass to Spain, them Spaniards will not accept you. You're not Spanish. You just speak the language. Just like I speak English, but I'll never go to Europe and call myself English because I speak the language.
To sit in lacks a foundation of facts.
Really, you think so?
Why you think so? I don't ask me because I know why.
You are a black sheep in this business.
But
you
why?
are a black sheep. You're Mexican.
Y'all are sick, bruh. To list him being Mexican as the reason he's a black sheep, and not the fact that he came into the game with nasty allegations involving an underage girl, the fact that he snitched, the fact that he disbelieved.
He's a black sheep because he snitched and he's cosplaying the culture while I'm being disrespectful at the same time. Let's call it for what it is.
Love dead rappers after they passed away, the fact that he beefed with rappers who are also really beloved, the fact that he trolled people in a position of power, those are not the reason. The reason is he's Mexican.
You're Mexican. You're
You know what
black
it is
sheep.
when a Mexican come in?
Black Mexicans don't really prosper and have longevity in rap.
This doesn't make sense whatsoever. Can y'all at least provide some supporting evidence if y'all are just gonna say things? So the black community and hip hop, we support every other Spanish community, but we hate Mexicans? How does that work? Like, what about Mexicans will make us hate them? Like, it doesn't make sense whatsoever. They have to go with the Mexican angle, because if they went with the Spanish angle, their argument will fall apart at the very conception, because you could very easily point to.
You can hold Takashi 6ix9ine for his character. That's why he should be banned from hip hop. This is why he should never be respected. This is why nobody should support anything that he does. It has everything to do with his character, not just because he's a Mexican.
Major hip hop artists that are Spanish that are long lasting, like Fat Joe, Big Pun, Cardi B is like the second or maybe first biggest female rapper on the planet. So like this narrative that black people have something against like Spanish people and we hold it against them when it comes to hip hop, it's just wrong.
I can really say that. I think D-Baby, I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I know who D-Baby is.
He's growing. But outside of that, it's hard for Mexicans to get a national fan base.
Well, you know what? I did it. They
did.
hated it.
Your personal conflicts doesn't speak for all of hip hop. Who hated it? The individuals that you already had problems with. Your massive success is a contradiction to you saying that black people or people in hip hop hated the fact that you dominated. If they hated it, you wouldn't be able to dominate.
Know what I mean? When a nigga came in and dominated, they hated it.
So let's keep it all the way real.
Takashi 6ix9ine never dominated nothing in hip hop. Takashi 6ix9ine was just popular for being a damn troll, for being a rainbow-haired Mexican in a black gang. That's how he got popular. He didn't get popular because he had talent. Stop it. You didn't dominate nothing. You the king of snitches, but that is about it.
Do you feel like, do you kind of have resentment towards black people?
No, hell no.
Not saying racist, but like,
nah.
Because do you feel like we're harder on you than anybody else?
Nah.
But that's literally what you're saying, that black people is harder on you because you're Mexican than anybody else.
He's not going to admit that, even though that's exactly what he's saying when you pay close attention. But he's not going to say it.
The literal thing that you are saying. What do you mean, nah? And somehow this conversation transitioned to his N-word usage
in the business.
No, I'm just a realist. Like, you know how people hate to call it real. Like, I just say, yo, in the industry where I'm at in hip hop, black people don't want any other race to dominate. Like, it just is for them. It's like, for them, it's they just can't see another nigga dominating. Mm-hmm. That's why you don't got no Latino rappers in the, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have that.
This is where
because Latino rappers are just imitating black rappers. They're not original. Latinos don't want black people. Listen, let me give you an example. If you move to a Mexican community as a black person and sold tacos, they're not going to spend money with you. They're going to spend money with their own people. Mexicans in East LA don't even want black people living in their barrio. So why would we want Mexicans and Latinos in our culture? Trying to get more shine than us in our own culture. Why? Make it make sense. If you move to Chinatown and try to sell Chinese food, they're not gonna buy food from you. They're gonna spend money with their own people. So why would black people support a non-black person over the black people that's already in our culture? It makes no sense. Mexicans and Latinos will never support a black person over another Latino. So why should we do this? Why should we be accepting to non-blacks in hip hop and support non-blacks in hip hop more than we support our FBA people? That would be stupid.
His argument falls apart completely. Once you include Latinos and Latinas, well, Cardi B is a Latina. Every New York drill rapper who is thriving is a Latino. Blacks and Latinos have worked together almost from the very beginning of hip hop. Black people has always been hospitable to other people in hip hop. For Christ's sakes, I think like Post Malone or Sam Smith won a BET award. A BET award. Lil Nas X had the biggest country song on earth. He couldn't even win a country award. They say you don't belong in our genre. Black folks don't behave that way.
And when they did that to Nas X, when you study the origins of country music, it was created by foundational black Americans. White people stole country music and now they are gatekeeping country music. White people got mad at Lil Nas X for making a country song and said, nope. White people got mad at Beyonce for making a country song. And guess what? When you study the origins of the music, it comes from foundational Black Americans. Now, imagine somebody stealing something from you, then they gatekeep it. Now they're gatekeeping it. They steal it from you, and now they're gatekeeping it. So we got to do the same thing with hip hop. We're not going to let other races of hip hop who are just mimicking everything we do. For one, when you really listen to them, they're doing their best to sound like us. And for two, why would we allow people to steal our culture just so that they can turn around and gatekeep it? Look at what white folks are doing with country music and rock and roll. They stole it. Now they are gatekeeping it. You better learn from history, y'all.
And if you're trying to reframe this, and which is why I think it's very important, man, that Tariq Nasheed did that documentary where he's breaking down the history of hip hop and telling a real story, right? Black folks discovered this, and most elements, it was discovered by us. Because once you allow people like 6ix9ine to retell the story of hip hop, they're gonna paint Black people as vindictive, selfish, petty, racist, who didn't want any other race near them, when that's the first thing from the truth. As a matter of fact, we've been too hospitable, which is why the culture is currently in the state that it's currently in.
You know what I mean? But I don't give a I'm gonna dominate wherever I go. It's me. Is that
Hey, he's right. We've been too hospitable. We've been too hospitable. I agree 100%. This is why these people feel comfortable disrespecting you. Why? Because we've been too hospitable.
Fish, right? Black folks discovered this, and most elements, it was discovered by us. Because once you allow people like 6ix9ine to retell the story of hip hop, they're gonna paint Black people as vindictive, selfish, petty, racist, who didn't want any other race near them, when that's the first thing from the truth. As a matter of fact, we've been too hospitable, which is why the culture is currently in the state that it's currently in.
You know what I mean? But I don't give a I'm gonna dominate wherever I go. It's me. It's that it is. It's me or you, and I'm gonna win every time. Who the most talked about on the internet?
6ix9ine.
Hey, come on, man. I'm gonna eat.
The most talked about for what? You're not the most talked about because you have talent. You're not the most talked about because you're an honorable, decent human being. You're not. You're talked about for all the wrong reasons, and some people don't care. They don't care if it's for negative things. They don't care. As long as you're talking about them, that's the only thing that matters. He's the king of snitches, but he doesn't care about that because people are still talking about him. He's still getting attention, and at the end of the day, that's the only thing that he really cares about.
I'm not taking food out of my family mouth. I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna eat every single time. Is that a me or you? Who you're not gonna outwork me? Not gonna outwork me.
I did some research on you the other day, and what comes up on Twitter a lot.
Let's be real. Takashi 6ix9ine music is trash. He got popular for trolling, not because he had good music.
It seems like fans don't like that you say so openly.
And this is what I said. I told Charlamagne. I said, who like and I told Charlamagne this. I said, you know how when go up to the interview and they try to like, oh yo, you said. Remember what they did to Post Malone and all that shit? I told Charlamagne to his face, I said, who gonna stop me?
Who gonna stop me?
See, it's easy for you to say that in a podcast. Go back to New York and say that to the 9 Trey Bloods. Tell the 9 Trey Bloods they can't stop you from using the N-word, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. You'll get your jaw wired. You'll get dealt with. It's easy to say who's gonna stop you when you're on a podcast, when the podcaster is just trying to make money off of the interview. He's not really gonna check you, not for real. Go to the streets and tell Black people they can't stop you from using the N-word, and I think we know what's gonna happen.
And the ironic,
how when go up to the interview and they try to like, oh yo, you said. Remember what they did to Post Malone and all that shit? I told Charlamagne to his face, I said, who gonna stop me?
Who gonna stop me? And the ironic part about this, he's only able to talk like this because he had the back end of Black street dudes who were defending him and being his muscle. So he's disrespecting Black people while at the same time saying that Black people are going to defend his right to disrespect us.
I'm gonna keep being me.
Right. He said Black people are going to defend his right to disrespect us. And the only reason that he got comfortable talking greasy is because he had blood gang members backing him up. This is what happens when you validate culture vultures in your culture. 6ix9ine is a prime example.
Born in Brooklyn, and that get me even mad. Why I'm saying I gotta where I'm from. Who gonna stop me? That's what ask me. Who gonna stop me being me?
Yeah.
It's like me saying, where you born and raised at?
I'm born in Philly, but I grew up in Texas.
When did you move to Texas?
Probably 98, 99.
You an Eagles fan?
Definitely.
I know from Texas be like, yo, bro, you live in our state, bro. All that Eagles shit, get the you an Eagles fan?
That's not a real comparison. Takashi, listen. If Takashi went to jail right now, he's going to protective custody. Straight up and down. He's not going to talk greasy in front of street dudes. Now, he'll talk greasy in front of a podcaster because the podcaster, they're just trying to make money off of the interview. But say this around some street, tell the street cat that they can't stop you from using the N-word and see what's going to happen. I think he knows what's going to happen. He feels comfortable saying this behind the camera with a podcaster who's not going to G check him because say cheese, he's only trying to make money off of the interview. So it ain't really Say Cheese's job to really respect him and check them, although he could if he wanted to.
But you was born in Philly,
yeah,
right?
Mm-hmm.
So who gonna take that from you?
This is not a new argument. I hear this argument from a lot of non-blacks when they defend their usage of the N-word. My only question is, why do y'all think being born or living around black folks is a birthright to say the N-word?
I'm not comparing.
Stop validating non-black people in hip-hop culture. This is a prime example of the disrespect that you're gonna get, right? Tell 6ix9ine to go do some mariachi music. Tell 6ix9ine to go do some music that comes from his culture. How about that? Stop validating these non-FBA people in our culture. Let them make music from their own culture and see how popular they get. See if people pays any attention to them if they did music from their own culture. Huh. That stuff will flop instantly.
The word to the Eagles.
Yeah, I get it.
But you know what I'm saying?
If Mexican OT had to make music coming from Mexican culture, nobody would listen to him. If Takashi 6ix9ine had to make music from Mexican culture, nobody would even know who he is. Nobody would have never paid him attention. These guys gain validation. Cosplaying FBA culture. Without FBA culture, these guys are nobody. If they had to make music that their people made, music that comes from their own culture, nobody would even care to have a conversation with them at that point. Clearly, these guys are using our culture for relevance. They're using our culture for financial gain, and we must put a stop to that instantly.
Saying like if I'm born and raised and nobody look at it as racist, don't make it a race thing, bro.
I think it's because black people voice their frustration with it. And
he can't say, now he's trying to say it's not a race thing. Listen, bro, you can't do whatever you want to do. It is a race thing. I can't go to the Latino culture and say things that they deem as disrespectful. Then I turn around and say, well, I can say it regardless. Who's going to stop me? That culture would cancel you instantly. They would cancel you instantly.
They think they can manipulate people into feeling like they're doing something wrong.
It's now manipulation that we don't want to be called a racial slur. And a lot of us take it as a racial slur when it comes out the mouth of a non-black. It's not manipulation, bro. We just don't want to be called a racial slur, right? It's abusive. Now, if you and your friend group, if black people is in your friend group and y'all have an understanding and that's how y'all communicate among yourselves, I can't dictate it. I wouldn't want to dictate it. I don't care to dictate it. But that should not be a pass or an excuse to why you now have to say it publicly to any and everybody who's black. You don't have to verbally abuse us publicly by putting it in your music, putting it in them interviews, and then dare us to comment, stop you from saying. You can just keep it among your friend group. You don't have to do that publicly, right? But when it comes to non-blacks, they feel like they're more entitled to the N-word than black people themselves. And they're willing to die and kill by that N-word, which we see right here. He's willing, to have harm do upon himself and him do upon harm to others before he stopped saying the N-word. Why do y'all?
That's crazy. That's crazy that they feel obligated to say the N-word because I grew up over here. And listen, let's say you grew up in East LA, right? As a black person. Mexicans are not going to support you over another Mexican person. They're going to support the raza over you. I don't care. I don't care if you grew up with raza. That doesn't make sense. I can't say that I have the right to call Mexicans beaners because I grew up in the Mexican community. Therefore, I should have the right to say it. But one thing I'm gonna say is this: I'm gonna say it again, and I said it before. If black people stop using the N-word and we made that word not cool anymore, people like him would stop using it. Why? Because he follows our trends, he follows our culture. Mark my words, black people. If foundational black Americans stop using the N-word today, and we set the tone that it's not cool to use it, other races would follow suit because we dictate the culture. We are the trendsetters 100%. Think about that. If we stop using that word today, everybody else will copy. Everybody else would follow us because we set the trends. We dictate what's cool in urban culture as black Americans. That is a known fact. So the moment that we stop doing something, everybody else follows suit. That's how that shows you the power that we got, but we're not using our power to our advantage. We can stop using the N-word today. It don't matter what we stop doing. If we stop doing it, the rest of the world are going to stop doing it because we are the trendsetters and everybody else is just followers and imitators.
I like that word so much.
That's why I said I'm going to continue to say it and I'm going to wait for that big bad wolf to stop me. Because I'm not going to stop being me for some politically correct thing. F out of here. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I think and I'm not the police either. Like I got Mexican friends that say more than me.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for the police.
No, you're not, bro. You're not waiting for the N-word police, man. Like, why do you want to antagonize us, man? Like, knowing you're not ready for whatever is gonna come your way. We see you're not ready, bro. You talk about how you're not even allowed to have a gun, too. Your security is not even allowed to have a gun near you. Why are you trying to antagonize people to actually come and show you that they not soft?
Like, I'm waiting for the police to come. Like, I wait the police at. I want a big black to come with a police shirt and be like, yo, I don't like you saying that, bro.
Takashi 6ix9ine can't fight. He's not in shape. He can't fight. He'll get beat up. He'll get beat up. You're not tough, Takashi. You're not tough at all. Stop it. You'll get beat up, boo-bopped and mollywhopped, and there's nothing you can do about it. Period. It's not going to take some big buff person to beat you up. You can't fight, bro. You're not a fighter. You just run your mouth because you know that people are dumb enough to do interviews because they're that thirsty for money and views. Black people ain't got no business interviewing this fool. Takashi 6ix9ine should have been canceled from the culture a long time ago. But you got bloggers and podcasters who are so desperate for views, they know that interviewing him would bring them big numbers, so they do it anyway, even though Takashi 6ix9ine is a dishonorable individual who deserves no shine, who deserves no respect in our culture whatsoever.
You know what I mean? Who gonna stop me? And I think if Post Malone and all these people with a, you know, they fall under zero pressure. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just a thing. Was like, yo, would he bite it? Like, would he like if we throw the what's that shit called? The bait. Is he gonna? You know, people get uncomfortable. Not me, bro.
Mexican OT got a lot of backlash for that. He did an interview with multiple black women.
That's what I'm saying. It's that thing. Like, if he was just comfortable with him, and I don't know Mexican OT. I heard of his name. I don't know a song or nothing. I know he's Mexican. But if he would have just been comfortable with himself and said, yo, I'm going to say it, and it's giving an explanation, but for him, I'd be like, yo, it's part of the culture, my culture, you know what I mean?
Mexican OT started off at 6ix9ine with the same sentiment, what y'all gonna do about it? Who gonna stop me? But afterwards, he realized that, yo, this ain't 2017 no more, bro. Like, black folks ain't going for that nonsense, bro. Like, you got to come with another game plan than that, bro. And if you plan on having a thriving musical career, it's probably best you don't ostracize your black audience. Like 6ix9ine would never have a thriving music career again. 6ix9ine best bet is to be a personality. As a personality, it's best you have this, like this mentality, right? It's probably for the better if you have this personality right here to to garner more controversy and to get paid to do more interviews. But if you're trying to have a musical career that's thriving, you probably don't want to go down the 6ix9ine route. And Mexican OT realized that quickly after he did.
I don't know. Like, I can't give an explanation for him, but it's like, yo,
No. He basically said the same thing you said. He was like, who's gonna do something about it? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. And us as black people, we like, damn, like.
This is why Mexican OT should be kicked out of hip hop, kicked out of rap music. He should be banned. Listen, Jewish people ain't gonna let you talk reckless about them while trying to benefit off of something that they control. Hip hop is ours. We created it. We need to get rid of all these culture vultures. All these culture vultures need to be eliminated instantly. Mexican OT, culture vulture. 6ix9ine, culture vulture. And there's a long list of others that we need to eliminate from our culture. They're using our culture to make money while being disrespectful at the same time. And foundational Black Americans should never stand for that.
Like, as a black person.
And to get paid. But if you're trying to have a musical career that's thriving, you probably don't want to go down the 6ix9ine route. And Mexican OT realized that quickly after he did.
I don't know. Like, I can't give an explanation for him, but it's like, yo,
No. He basically said the same thing you said. He was like, who's gonna do something about it? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. And us as black people, we like, damn, like.
As a black person, what you want us to say? How do you want us to answer that? I'm sorry.
No.
It's just the idea and thought of apologizing for offending and disrespecting black people makes this kid laugh hysterically.
It's not like
what you want us to say? Yo, I'm sorry,
it's
bro.
not like I'm sorry thing.
No, we don't want you to say sorry. We want culture. It's our job to get rid of culture vultures like you. We don't need disrespectful culture vultures. We don't need other people who are not FBA who are disrespectful to the culture making money off of our music. We shouldn't stand for that as foundational Black Americans. People like him need to be eliminated instantly. He's cosplaying the culture. He is a culture vulture 100%. Take your black behind to a Latino community and sell them tacos and see if they spend money with you. They're not going to spend money with you. They're going to spend that money with their people. Take your behind to an Asian community and try to sell them Chinese food and see if they buy from you. They're not going to buy from you. They're going to spend that money with their people. So Asians and Latinos are known for gatekeeping their culture. Why is it a problem when FBA wants to gatekeep our culture? Why? Because we've been too nice and too welcoming to outsiders. That's a major problem.
No more.
It's just like,
make sure that you guys get those likes up. Make sure that you guys get those likes up for this heat, this certified gang delivered by King Supreme.
Gonna do nothing about it. And us as black people, we like, damn, like.
As a black person, what you want us to say? How do you want us to answer that? I'm sorry.
No.
It's just the idea and thought of apologizing for offending and disrespecting black people makes this kid laugh hysterically.
It's not like
what you want us to say? Yo, I'm sorry,
it's
bro.
not like I'm sorry
say
thing.
No more.
It's just like,
yo, when it's my camera,
go ahead.
I'm gonna give you the answer you want. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not gonna say it no more. I'm up. Damn, I lost all my endorsements. I lost my bounty commercial. Sorry, I'm never gonna do it again. Out of here. You see how clown that shit is? I'm not doing that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Like, you from Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times you ever went to New York from Philly?
A lot of times.
A lot of times.
Every time I go to Philly, I probably drive up.
It's not me giving an explain nothing. How many times you go down there and you run into your homie and like, yo, what up? How many times?
Every time.
Not that person not being black. Yo, what's up, bro?
Mm-hmm.
How many times?
I got a lot of Hispanic friends that I say to.
Come on, bro. But people don't understand it, and we talk about it. It's normal, bro. Make it a norm. Like, you know what I mean? People bring it up the topic like if we gonna back down and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
This should be a cautionary tale to hip hop. This is where being accepting and hospitable gets you, right? You know, you'll let any and everybody in. You'll treat them with respect and love, and you'll support them. And
listen, this is the price. This is the price you pay when you're too hospitable to culture vultures and swagger jackers. This is why the Mexican community don't allow non-Mexican people to sell tacos or Mexican food in their community. They only buy that for their own people. Same thing with Asians. Asians are not going to allow you to come to their community to make money off of their people. They're going to spend that money with their folks and not you. Black folks are too welcoming and too hospitable. And the moment that these people get comfortable, they are now disrespecting you. They are now disrespecting you once they kick their feet up and they get comfortable.
Philly, I probably
Not
drive
giving.
up.
It's not me giving an explain nothing. How many times you go down there and you run into your homie and like, yo, what up? How many times?
Every time.
Not that person not being black. Yo, what's up, bro?
Mm-hmm.
How many times?
I got a lot of Hispanic friends that I say to.
Come on, bro. But people don't understand it, and we talk about it. It's normal, bro. Make it a norm. Like, you know what I mean? People bring it up the topic like if we gonna back down and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
this should be a cautionary tale to hip hop. This is where being accepting and hospitable gets you, right? You know, you'll let any and everybody in. You'll treat them with respect and love, and you'll support them. And when they get what they want from out of you, they will talk about you as if you were the ones creating obstacles for them, as if you were like a barrier for like their success, as if you were a hater. Now, if they're gonna talk about us like a dog anyway, then shouldn't we just start moving like how the country awards move? Yo, people done call out the country awards every year. Oh, they racist, but they don't give a damn, bruh.
Country music, and guess what? White people stole country music from us. White people are gatekeeping country music, and they stole it from us. Imagine you gatekeeping a music genre that you stole. That's exactly what whites are doing. Black people are the originators of country music, but they don't want black people making no money off of it. This is why white people had a problem with Beyonce making a country record. White folks had a problem with Lil Nas X making a country record. See, it's okay for white people to infiltrate everything we got so that they can make money, but the moment that you do something that they feel is theirs, they want to gatekeep it. They don't want you to be a part of it. Even though when you study the origins of country music, it traces back to foundational Black Americans. White people stole rock and roll. White people stole country music. Those are the irrefutable facts. Imagine somebody stealing something from you and now they are gatekeeping it.
Thing like Shabuzi had like the #2 or #1 song in the world for like a year, and they still snubbed him from most of the main awards. These folks don't give a damn like how well you try to sound like a country artist, bruh. They have a good old boys home. They have they're very peculiar. They're sticklers. Like they're traditionalist, and anything that don't fold their mode of what a country artist is, you not getting accepted. You not like getting embraced. They don't give you nothing. Lil Nas X had the biggest song probably ever. He didn't get accepted by them country folks. Shabuzi got snubbed from a lot of major main awards. Beyonce got snubbed. These people are very peculiar. And you know what? Do you hear people like 6ix9ine coming out saying, oh, not them country folks? Nah, da. They don't, right? They only disrespect us because we're the ones who allowed them in. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about it?
Shout out to Marcus Foundation Black Elites. Make it make sense. I'm sick of these culture vultures. I'm sick of these swagger jackers. It is time to get rid of them. They're leeching off of our culture. They are stealing money from our culture. They're stealing. I'm tired of these swagger jacking culture vultures. It is time to get rid of them instantly.
Okay, do y'all feel like 6ix9ine is on point? Is he spitting? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching this video and want to watch another good video, then click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out how Adin Ross has LA Crips crashing out on each other. All right. And if you want to support this video, then send me a hype. Okay, please. That's how this video will get pushed in the algorithm. So send me a hype and click on this video right here to find out why the LA Crips are currently crashing out on each other. I'm see you guys in this video. Out of here, folks. Peace.
Now let's see. Let's go to this clip right here where 6ix9ine is talking about his mother being held at gunpoint. You better quit playing, boy.
Was the day I was basically
You better quit playing, boy, because we ain't playing with you. Gonna find yourself in a bad situation playing these games, boy.
Oh man, here we go. We got Snine on Say Cheese, man.
Let's do it.
Man, I appreciate you, man. We got into
Make sure that you guys get those likes up, man. It's very important that you guys get those likes up. Let's do it. Don't be lazy. Bless the like button.
You DM me years ago,
Yeah.
cussing me out, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I know we spoke before. I was like, yo, this, because the Instagram is Say Cheese Digital, right?
That's the when Say Cheese TV went down, it was Say Cheese Digital at the time.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I know I spoke to Say Cheese Digital, but I just don't know what I said.
Yeah, for sure, man. But it's you know.
Oh, you guys, there's a new Instagram?
We got to say it's called Say Cheese now.
Okay.
We got 124 fake IG pages.
124?
Fake pages.
Word?
Yeah.
Word.
Let me see if if I look it up right now on Instagram. Yeah, see, I got the, okay, so say, but we want to believe the fake shit because it's better. It's like, oh my God, it's fantasy. This is how it's supposed to go down. Like, niggas, no, these is kids, like literally kids, right? Like, they're not even 21. Little kids that came in here, so I was streaming.
You can't expect white people to give you reparations. We got to find a way to make them give us reparations. White people are not going to give you reparations. We got to find a way to make them give it up. They're not going to volunteer to give up the money that they owe. They're not going to do that. So moving on.
My belief, and they caught one of them, my belief is that my mom used to help out kids around the neighborhood, like giving them food, giving them my old clothes, like anything old clothes that I have, my mom would give it to the kids in the neighborhood. And I feel like one of those kids allowed his friends, like saying like, yo, this lady's so sweet, she's a sweet lady, and Danny's not home. Let's see if Danny got some like jewelry. Them niggas left with Nathan, but my girl's old 2014 Louis Vuitton bags, like shit that's probably like $200 now, like, you know what I mean? So like,
You said, all right.
Like, these is kids, but that's, nobody, like, when I said the truth, like, they kids that my mom used to help, it didn't fit their fake, juicy narrative, you know what I mean? Like the, oh my God, blockbuster, like, nah, nigga, these things was kids that came in here and they live probably in the neighborhood or something.
Yeah,
you know
because
what
I mean, it's a hassle to get here. I had to pass
Go
a gate,
through a front security
then this
gate, yeah, and this gate.
So I'm like, it had to be something internal.
And it's only one way in, one way out. And them
Shout out to 400 for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Shout out to Back in Action for the Cash App.
kids never left.
Right, because you go that way, you get ate by alligators.
Back there, yeah, it's over, man. Like, open up your map right now. There's nothing back there for 200
Everglades.
miles.
Yeah,
200 miles.
Crazy.
I'm legit 200 miles. You go back there, it's Tampa. You keep going all the way. We in Miami, like Miami, West Palm Beach. We on the east side. Behind my house, there's nothing all the way till you get to Fort Myers, Tampa. Nothing. Like, you can open up your maps like this, and there's nothing back there. So it's one way in, one way out. Like this, like, nah, ain't none of that. Yeah, we just started just now. All right.
All right, enough of that. Let's go to this right here.
Something like that, and throw my whole life away. Also, it couldn't have been me because I was sleeping all day long.
I just spoke to TMZ. I was supposed to show up that night. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to show up that night.
Do the Island Boys FaceTime me right now?
You guys gotta realize that some things are taken too far. Did I get questioned by them? Yes. The internet thing needs to stop.
6ix9ine actually got robbed while I was on street.
Hey, stay out there.
These are the dudes. They was robbing 6ix9ine's the house where his mother lives at. Now this is the live video, man. This is crazy. Check it out. 6ix9ine home invasion. Burglars get rough with mom and dog. This is crazy.
Hey, stay out there. You're right. Yo, come on.
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to do some. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's whack. Get no cool points for that. I don't think nobody respects that.
All those people trying to say that it's my twin, Red, and I in that video that just came out. You're right. Yo, come on. About the house thing. Man, that'd be impossible, man. I just got to Florida. I was in Vegas. Come on, man. You gotta be better now. Coming up with just lies. Just lies, man. Hey, this is where I'm gonna ask my supporters to have my back. Why would I do something like that and throw my whole life away? And for what? You guys understand that I'm an influencer too, right? Why would I do that? I stopped doing all that when before I even got into adulthood. Also, it couldn't have been me because I was sleeping all day long. All day long. That night, I was sleeping all day long. And plus, I was not even in Florida.
Guilty. Guilty. Fair's coming. Fair's coming. Fair is watching. Guilty. Hot. Guilty. Guilty as
They said I'm
guilty.
hot.
Guilty.
I'm guilty of being sexy.
No, they said hot. Like you're
hot.
nah, police on you. You guilty as
Allegedly, people are saying it was the Island Boys.
No, I don't even think Island Boys.
No, I swear, that's what I saw. I swear. That's what. No.
There were kids in this neighborhood.
What the?
Let me leave that real clear. There's 230 homes in my neighborhood. What it's pointing out to be, yeah, he didn't do that then. But what was pointed out to be that it was kids in the neighborhood because there was no car that came in, no car that left. So it was white kids at that.
No way.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
I thought they
White
were.
boys.
Oh, it was a mask. So you can.
Yeah, so there was no tattoos. So
Are you gonna be?
this myth that it was those two brothers that there's no tattoos, their face was able to see, there was no tats, so that's just a myth. They're just Instagram conspiracies, whatever. But anyway, long story short, I'm glad that my mom's okay. I'm glad that my dogs are okay. I'm glad that my family's okay.
Amazing.
And yeah, these people took the opportunity when I wasn't home.
And Jack Doherty might have put them up to it? Now, I know this sounds crazy, but let me go ahead and show you the evidence that we have so far. So in the clip, you see the suspects kind of walking around the house. This one goes into a room, and then you hear him call for the other suspect. Now, he makes one of the biggest mistakes you would make as a criminal robbing someone's house. He calls out their name.
Do the Island Boys FaceTime me right now? Should I hang up on it?
Nah, man, I don't care.
Should I answer?
I mean, I know they're close friends.
We're not
I
close
don't know.
friends. We're just video associates.
So what kind of Tesla is this?
Cybertruck.
So why does it have a...
We're going to 6ix9ine's house.
Oh, I know what that's at. 644.
Oh, what are you doing?
Yo, I'm asking you on my way right now.
Where?
The 6ix9ine's house. Why you hanging up on me?
Oh, because you started saying his address.
Oh, God forbid. Who cares, bro? You scared?
No, but it's just like not respectful of me to.
Sir? Is this your king?
Yo, this is so tough, Michael.
Is this your king?
Tag me now.
Somebody said, to be honest, he was using the N-word with the 9 Trey Bloods. He can't go around the 9 Trey Bloods now and say it. The only reason why he was able to say it because they compromised their morality for the money. They co-signed 6ix9ine for the money. They felt like they can get something out of the deal. If 6ix9ine was just a regular kid who wanted to join Bloods, there's no way he would have been allowed to. There's no way they would have allowed him to join. They allowed 6ix9ine to hang around the 9 Trey Bloods because of money. They compromised what they stood for to make money. That's exactly what they did. Let's not play no games here. It's not because he was a rider. It's not because he was down for the set. They saw 6ix9ine as an opportunity to make money, so they allowed him to use the N-word for that reason and that reason alone.
Oh, is this your king? When I was pregnant with 6ix9ine, I told him, like, kind of like immediately. I was 6 weeks pregnant with Danny, and, like, I got, like, the baby picture just to make sure, like, he knew I was. And then I sent it to him, and then he called me back and was like, you know I'm gonna ghost you, right? And he ghosted me. I haven't talked to him since.
Bro, she's hot. Like, you should get her pregnant and abandon her.
Bro, but like, listen, I think about that about a lot of girls that I'd be like, I'm just like, if I get her pregnant, the next me, right? Oh, she's still FaceTime. Yo.
Yo, bro. Just cancel the stream because they blocked this thing all off and yeah, just but like literally my whole house is they saw me that I was on stream with you and they took like basically they showed I was on stream with you and was like, oh, he's not home, let's go rob.
Yeah, I know. That's like probably what I realized what happened. Yeah.
So let me. I'm here trying to figure out. I'm trying to see if my mom's okay. Everyone's okay.
Yeah. No, I get it, bro. No worries.
All right, but I'll send you a video.
I bet. Oh, yeah. But that's crazy, bro. You saw the cops. Should we just drive by since like right here, or not?
Drove all this way.
Yeah, we did.
How far are we from it?
Like 5-10 minutes. Wait, should we go in the gas station?
All right, so you guys seen it, man. I think he said the Island Boys. I don't think the Island Boys did it.
All right, bro. Yeah.
The first time you seen it.
Yeah, the first time I seen it, I was mad because I was like, damn, like I'm not home. I'm like probably like 60 miles away. I was with my man Don. My man Don tell you I spend the car so like I fucking like I don't know if I say this. I broke every law there is. Like you watching this, I ran a red light. I started doing crazy shit on the highway. I was getting crafty in that shit. Like this is wilding. But when I found out they didn't touch my mom, they didn't do nothing. Like I like my mom explained it to me like, yo, they didn't even hurt the dogs. They didn't do nothing. Like I was like, it got to be somebody we know. Cause look, I went to jail for real crimes, bro. Like
you didn't commit no crimes. You went to jail because of the people you was associated with. You went to jail for the people you was associated with. You ain't commit no crimes. You's a softie. You're soft as Dr. Cotton. You didn't go to crime. You didn't go to jail for real crimes. You went to jail because of the people you was affiliated with. Stop it. You ain't put in no work. You ain't never committed no real crimes in the streets. You's a soft-ass marshmallow rapper who used black culture to make money. That's exactly what it is.
I mean, I went to jail for real life crimes. Like if you pull up my non-counsel racketeering where I pleaded guilty to attempted murder, shootings, robberies, drugs, a whole bunch of shit.
6ix9ine is a clown, bro. You wasn't out there committing no crimes. You was a rapper and you had gangsters who was backing you up. You had criminals and gangsters who was backing you up. But is 6ix9ine a criminal himself? No. Is 6ix9ine about that life himself? No. He used 9 Trey Bloods to promote his image. He used the 9 Trey Bloods for muscle. He used them for an image. Nobody in a right mind, nobody in a right mind ever thought that 6ix9ine was a gangster or somehow he was with the business. Nobody ever thought that. We knew he was a powder puff. We knew he was soft as marshmallows. Nobody in a right mind ever thought that 6ix9ine was a real street cat or somehow that 6ix9ine was a real blood or a gangster. Nobody in a right mind ever thought that. Stop it.
As a killer, like, you know, these kids, like, you know what I mean? And I'm beyond thankful. Like, I don't get don't twist my words. Beyond thankful, because when you come in here and you know what you coming for, everything go. You know what I mean? So when my mom told me, like, yo, they didn't, you know, they just kept asking where the money at. And my mom was like, there's no money here. You know what I mean? So when
I don't know why niggas come, excuse me, I don't know why these cats came in there for the money. I don't think that 6ix9ine is dumb enough to keep money in his house. But then again, you just never know. So maybe they felt like it was worth the try.
first initially seen that, I said, these is kids. You know what I mean? These amateurs, like, you know what I mean? These, like, and how you gonna get into this gated community? You know what I mean?
6ix9ine is a cream puff. He's a powder puff. He's far from being tough. He's not a gangster. He's not gang related. He hung around the 9 Trey Bloods because the 9 Trey Bloods promoted his image. He's a powder puff. He's a Pop-Tart. 6ix9ine is a sweetheart. Sweetie, sweetie. Like Loose Cannon would say, sweetie. 6ix9ine is a sweetie. A powder puff. Right?
So I knew it had to come from inside, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, being part of real crime, you know, there's only one way in, one way out. We ain't see no cars speed out the community. We ain't see
6ix9ine is a cosplaying troll. That's all he is. You people are stupid if you ever believed in the image of this guy. He's a powder puff. He's a sweetheart. 6ix9ine is a Pop-Tart. Sweetie. 6ix9ine is a sweetie. That's exactly what he is. There's nothing gangster about him. There's nothing street about him. 6ix9ine is a troll and a cosplaying culture vulture. That's exactly what he is. You gotta believe in fairy tales if you ever thought that 6ix9ine was ever a street cat that was with the business.
Them kids stood inside the community. You know what I mean? So initially, you know, from me hearing the situation, you know, I was worried. But then when my mom fully explained it to me, I was like, you know, Ma, it's probably one of the kids you helped. You know what I mean? And probably took your kindness for weakness and took advantage.
So you never once thought it was the Island Boys?
Come on, bro. I'm not a TikTok kid, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Those like that's a whole different gen. You know what I mean? Maybe if I was fucking 21 right now and 20 and 19 around that age, I would have been like, oh my God, TikTok theory. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, nah, I never, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So one gets caught, he gets arrested, his mugshot is everywhere.
Yeah.
Make sure that you guys bless that like button. You already knowing it ain't nothing. This is fair use. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine is a Pop-Tart. He's a sweetheart. He's not gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. 6ix9ine is terrified of the 9 Trey Bloods. If 6ix9ine got locked up today, he would be in protective custody along with the other PCs, along with the other Pop-Tarts. 6ix9ine,
familiar to you?
Nah, I don't know that kid, but
6ix9ine is going to be in protective custody if he ever gets locked up. He's not going to be on the main line because a lot of people want to get their hands on him. So he's going to be in protective custody with the rest of the Pop-Tarts, with the rest of the sweethearts. He's never going to walk a main line in county jail if he ever gets locked up.
you know what's so crazy? This random number text me, and I'm gonna give you the exclusive. I'm gonna give you the exclusive. I'm gonna look for the number right now. So which one's my camera? The close-up camera. This one?
See, people get tattoos to make it seem like, and I don't know why people think tattoos make people tough. Some of the biggest Pop-Tarts and weenies got a body full of tattoos. Some of your biggest Pop-Tarts and weenies got a whole body full of tattoos. So never look at somebody with a bunch of tattoos and think that they're tough. You know, that's an image that they're trying to uphold. And when you know better, you can see right through it, man. It's a bunch of weenies with a gang of tattoos. Tattoos on their face, their chest, their neck. These are straight Pop-Tarts and weenies, the majority of them.
Okay. So that same kid that they caught, I felt someone text me, Jit that broke in your house got beat up by a bitch and he pressed charges. I'm dropping the video when his affidavit on the home invasion available. So some random number text me, right? So this is my camera, the close-up. So the day he got arrested, he got beat up by a girl. The little kid that broke into my house got beat up by a girl. And when he called the cops to press charges, they ran his name. That's what I'm reading through these texts. So this is him coming out the red car. Yeah. That's him coming out the red car and the bitch punching him in his face. Nah, I'm serious.
Same day.
Sweetie. You got to take that from loose cannon. Sweetie. Oh, man. But anyway, man, listen, I think we didn't stay here long enough. I appreciate everybody for supporting this show. I ain't finna make this one that long. I just wanted to come here, you know what I mean, and put some paint where it ain't and deliver game that most folks can't, you know. It just is what it is. Right. He said, who gonna stop me? He said, nobody's gonna stop him. She ain't nobody gonna stop him from using the N-word. He gonna say it because he feel like saying it. True Warrior Scholar. Shout out to True Warrior Scholar. I appreciate you, brother, for being in the building, man. It is what it is. You know? Nah. He's a little sugar cookie. Yeah, exactly, Scoop. Shout out to Scoop. I appreciate you all for tapping in and showing your love and support to the platform, man. Make sure that you guys bless the like button. Go back and check out the stream that I did earlier about the Argentinians, Black history being erased in Argentina. Go ahead and check that stream out that I did earlier. YouTube was a little slow on the notifications today, but then again, they do that. It's their platform. Sometimes they slow them up. Sometimes they send them out. It is what it is.
The same day he got dragged by his hair, all type. That's what I'm reading right there. What they sent me, but I don't know whose number is that texted me. Just came from a random text.
So for him being a kid, I mean, we all know kids, they do dumb things. We all have. Do you plan on, you know, pressing charges for what he did, or?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, it's my home. You know what I mean? This is my house. My mom is, and at the end of the day, my mom's the victim. My mom ain't no street person. You know what I mean? And my mom was real life scared. You know what I mean? My mom is a 60-year-old lady that goes to church every day. Like, you know what I mean? And when I mean every day, I don't mean every Sunday. I mean like every day. Like, you know what I mean? My mom is civilian. So whatever my mom want to do, I'm standing behind her 10 toes with my whole soul. You know what I mean? So like I said, these kids, you can see in that video, he got punched in his face by a bitch, called the cops. And when he called the cops, it backfired on him because they ran his.
What? That's aggravated robbery, right?
Oh, man.
If I'm born and raised and nobody look at it as racist, don't make it a race thing, bro.
I think it's because black people voice their frustration with it. And
no, they think they can manipulate people into feeling like they doing something wrong. That's why I said I'm gonna continue to say it, and I'm gonna wait for that big bad wolf to stop me. Cause I'm not gonna stop being me for some politically correct thing. Yeah. I'm not doing that. If I'm born and raised and nobody look at it as racist, don't make it a race thing, bro.
I think it's because black people voice their frustration with it. And
no, they think they can manipulate people into feeling like they doing something wrong. That's why I said.
Imagine fighting for the right to use the N-word, right? He said we're trying to manipulate people into not using the N-word, right? So he's fighting. It's funny that you got people like Mexican OT, Takashi 6ix9ine, and a few other non-black people fighting for the right to use the N-word. Oh, man. He said we're manipulating them. It's manipulation.
I'm going to continue to say it, and I'm going to wait for that big bad wolf to stop me. Because I'm not going to stop being me for some politically correct thing. Yeah. I'm not doing that. If I'm born and raised and nobody look at it as racist, don't make it a race thing, bro.
I think it's because black people voice their frustration with it. And
no, they think they can manipulate people into feeling like they doing something wrong. That's why I said I'm gonna continue to say it, and I'm gonna wait for that big bad wolf to stop me. Cause I'm not gonna stop being me for some politically correct thing. Yeah. I'm not doing that. If I'm born and raised and nobody look at it as racist, don't make it a race thing, bro.
So he said he's born and raised around black, so he has the right to say it. Mexican OT said the same thing. The Mexican dude from Texas, he said he's born and raised around black people, so he has the right to say it. And who's going to stop him from saying it? Takashi 6ix9ine just said the same thing. Who's going to stop him from saying it? Well, Takashi, we know you're not hanging around those street people. You wouldn't go to 9 Trey Blood community and say the N-word because somebody would smack the taste out of your mouth. So you would never go back over there, especially given the fact that you done snitched on tons of people already. So we already understand that. We get it.
I think.
Well, listen, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. I only want to make this show like an hour long, and I appreciate everybody for pulling up. And it's all love, man. Peace and love in the game. It's King Supreme. Subscribe to the channel. Check this channel out. Make sure that you guys hype the video. Watch the live stream that I did earlier about Argentina erasing Black history and Black culture from Argentina. Go over there and hype that video, like that live stream, and do the same with this one. Peace, love, and blessings. I appreciate you all for pulling up. It's King Supreme. I got to get up out of here. Oh, man, it's all love, family. I'm gone. Takashi would get smacked up in NYC. Of course he would, but he's not going to go back to the inner city of New York and say this. Now, he feels comfortable saying this on the internet, like he can just use the N-word and nobody's going to check him. Nobody's going to stop him. He feels comfortable saying that on the internet, but he's not going to do it in real life. He's not going to do it in person. Yeah. Peace to you all. I'm sick of these culture vultures. I'm sick of these swagger jackers. It's time to eliminate these people from the culture. 100, you guys. I appreciate you all. I'm gone.